Right now, somewhere in your head, a voice is running. It is narrating this moment. It is judging these words. It might even be arguing with itself about whether any of this is true. You have been hearing that voice your entire life, and you have probably never once stopped to ask where it came from. Most people assume it is just thinking. Background noise, the hum of a mind doing its job. But psychologists have known for decades that what is happening inside your skull is far stranger than that. You are not thinking, you are talking. And the reason why reaches back further than language itself. In the 1930s, a Soviet psychologist named Lev Vygotsky watched children solve puzzles. He noticed something that should not have been there. The children were whispering to themselves, narrating their own actions, step by step, out loud, as if coaching a teammate who happened to share their body. Vygotsky called this private speech. He believed it was not a quirk. It was the scaffolding of thought itself. Here is what that means. Before a child learns to think silently, they think out loud. The voice you hear inside your head right now is the same voice, just turned inward. At around age 7, most children stop whispering and start internalizing. The speech does not disappear. It goes underground. Your inner voice is not a passenger. It is the driver. Psychologist Charles Fernyhough spent years studying this, and what he found will reframe every conversation you have ever had with yourself. That internal voice is not one thing. It is a dialogue. Two perspectives, sometimes more, running a rapid back and forth that mimics real conversations so closely that your brain processes it using the same neural regions it uses when you hear an actual human speak. You are not talking to yourself. You are talking to a version of yourself you constructed to push back. And here is where it gets strange. In 2012, researchers at the University of Wisconsin found that athletes who used positive self-talk during competition did not just feel better, they actually performed better. The voice was not decorative. It was functional. It was doing something that silence could not do. Your ancestors did not have books. They did not have calendars or notes or memory aids of any kind. What they had was this: an internal narrator that could rehearse, plan, remember, and problem solve by running imaginary conversations inside the mind. The voice was a survival tool before it was ever a neurosis. And now, 10,000 years later, you use that same ancient mechanism to rehearse what you will say before a difficult conversation, to replay an argument that happened 3 days ago, to coach yourself through the last mile of a run or the last paragraph of a hard email. The voice that sometimes embarrasses you, the one that whispers your worst fears at 2 a.m., the one that says you can do this when everything feels like you cannot. That voice is not a glitch. It is the oldest technology your species ever built. Right now, somewhere in your head, that voice is still running. And now you know exactly why.